Being a fan of any team is not always easy. If you're not a bandwagoner and always specifically root for one team, it's inevitable that you're going to face some tough times. If your favorite team is lucky enough to win an NBA championship, then you're happy as can be. However, in the NBA, there are 30 different teams, which means that you have a 1 in 30 chance that your team is going to win the NBA championship every year. Your team also has a 1 in 30 chance of being the worst team, and a 14 in 30 chance that your team won't even make the playoffs. Most people have a favorite team, but when your favorite team isn't doing so well, you'll root for another team and put your actual favorite team in the back seat. Although, for superfans, this is never an option. NAV Bhatia was born in 1951 in India, and in 1984 he came to Canada because Sikhs were being massacred at the time in his home country. Once he arrived in Canada, he headed to Toronto, where he found a basement apartment, but now he needed a job. Despite being a mechanical engineer by trade, he said, "I couldn't get a job because of the turban and beard." Eventually, he found work as a car salesman at a Hyundai dealership, which was a bit different from his skills as an engineer. NAV kept a positive attitude though, even though he faced lots of hate and discrimination along the way. Bhatia said, "People called me Packy. People called me, towel head, diaper head, a lot of names. That motivated me. That motivation led him to sell 127 cars in 90 days, which is a record that still stands to this day." Through his hard work, Bhatia was promoted to manager, then general manager, then partner. And since NAV was quite the baller, he eventually bought the dealership that he started out at. Today, NAV owns a total of 3 dealerships and employs 190 people. Quite the success story. While he was selling all these cars and doing his thing, he decided that he wanted a hobby. So he went to the first home game for the Toronto Raptors in 1995. The Raptors ended up winning the game, and liking what he saw, NAV decided to buy season tickets. Not missing a game and always being one of the loudest cheering fans in the arena, in 1999, then team vice president Isaiah Thomas presented Bhatia with the now famous SUPERFAN jersey. NAV has always been at Raptors home games, even when the Raptors were playing like trash. Through a 16-win season in 1997 and a 24-win season in 2002, and all other disappointments for the franchise such as the Vince Carter trade, Chris Bosh and Tracy McGrady leaving, losing to Cleveland, and LeBron James 3 consecutive seasons, basically getting swept every time, Bhatia was always there. People asked him why he continued watching the Raptors and spending money, even though they were playing terribly. And NAV would respond that he was loyal and had hope in his team. Never missing a home game, never showing up late, and never leaving early. Literally never for about 25 years. One time, Bhatia thought he was going to be late to a game since there was a lot of traffic on the highway, so he drove on the shoulder of the road. Getting pulled over by a police officer, they actually recognized the superfan and gave him a police escort all the way to the arena. And after that, he decided to leave 2 hours early before every game. That just shows how great of a fan he is, and how much respect the city of Toronto has for him. His obsession with the Raptors also even led him to postpone a kidney surgery until after the season, so he wasn't forced to miss a game. Although Bhatia may be the best fan for any team in the world, he isn't just known for always showing up, cheering, and sticking with the team when things get tough. He is known for being a great man and philanthropist. One time, Bhatia was getting his phone fixed at a store when another customer, according to Bhatia, told the caller on the other hand, "Hey, I've got to go, my cab driver is here." Looking around and seeing no one else, he realized that the man assumed Bhatia drove cabs. Instead of getting angry at the man, he decided to turn it into a positive. So he went out and bought 3,000 tickets for kids from different parts of the community. Bhatia said, "I wanted all kinds of kids to sit together and integrate with each other so they don't have to go through what I was going through at the time." Bhatia tries to help and inspire others through his words and actions. During the Eastern Conference Finals of the Raptors championship run, A Milwaukee Bucks fan sent an offensive tweet regarding Bhatia's turban. The tweet and account were deleted, but Bhatia reached out to the man and made plans to meet up. The man apologized and Bhatia forgave him. He said, "I'm going to take this gentleman and his son to dinner, and I'm going to give him some basketball presents. We've taken a negative situation and turned it into a positive." During the Raptors championship run in 2018, media started reaching out to Bhatia to get his take on the Raptors and share his inspiring story around the world. When the Raptors eventually won the championship, Bhatia was even given a championship ring, just like the rest of the team, which may have been the first fan to ever get an NBA championship ring. NAV Bhatia is an icon. He's friends with athletes, celebrities, and everyday people. When checking out his pretty cool Instagram, you can see that he's got quite a bit of clout. Being such a legendary person and basketball fanatic, NAV has been honored by the Naismith Memorial Basketball Hall of Fame. The Basketball Hall of Fame is creating a SUPERFAN gallery, and NAV is going to be the first fan honored in it. When hearing about this, Bhatia said, "Me being in the presence of such great basketball talent in the world right here, this is so unreal. I'm still in shock, and that's why I'm accepting this on behalf of not just the Toronto fans, Raptors fans, but all the fans. Basketball fans and the NBA fans all over the world. I want to thank you." And quite unreal it is. Being a fan from day one of a sports organization through the ups and downs, NAV is quite the super fan, and he's the embodiment of a great person. To leave off with the most legendary quote of all time, the man himself said, "I don't drink, I don't smoke, I don't womanize, I just raptorize." Could you be a super fan and not miss a game for 25 years? Like, comment, subscribe, and thanks for watching.